In 2010, what looked like a home invasion in Markham, Ontario, turned out to be a murder-for-hire plot planned by the family's own daughter. On November 8th, three masked men stormed into the Pan family home. Jennifer Pan was upstairs, tied loosely with shoelaces. Downstairs, her parents, Han and Bick, were forced into the living room at gunpoint. The man demanded money to make it look like a robbery. Then they led Han and Bick to the basement. Shots rang out. Bick was killed instantly. Han was shot in the face and shoulder, but against all odds, he survived. Jennifer called 911, claiming she'd been a victim too. But in the background of that call, you can hauntingly hear the father's moans, proof that he was still alive. Police quickly noticed problems. There was no forced entry, Jennifer's bindings were loose enough for her to reach her phone, and her story didn't match the evidence. Police records revealed constant contact between Jennifer and her boyfriend, Daniel Wong, in the days leading up to the attack. Those records also linked her to Lenford Crawford and David Milvaganam. At trial, the Crown laid out their roles. Daniel Wong, Jennifer's boyfriend who helped plan and connect her to the others. Lenford Crawford, the middleman who recruited the shooters. David Milvaganam, identified as the gunman who fired the fatal shots. And also Eric Carty, tied to the conspiracy, tried separately and later convicted of manslaughter and conspiracy. In December 2014, after a 10-month trial, Jennifer, Wong, Crawford, and Milvaganam were all found guilty of first-degree murder and attempted murder. Justice Carrie Boswell sentenced each to life in prison with no parole for 25 years, calling the crime, quote, a planned and deliberate act carried out in cold blood. Big Pan's life was stolen in an act of calculated violence. She was a woman who had fled war, rebuilt her life in a new country, and worked tirelessly to provide for her children. Her death was not the result of chance or circumstance, but of a deliberate plan orchestrated by the very daughter she had sacrificed for. Han Pan survived, but that survival came at a terrible cost. He carries the physical scars of that night, but also the deeper wound of betrayal. In his own words, quote, when I lost my wife, I lost my daughter at the same time. I don't feel like I have a family anymore.